recent years, there's been an increase in concern over what we eat, specifically in terms of processed foods and additives that go into them. One of the main food ingredients that people tend to react to warily these days is flour, with its abundance of carbohydrates, added sugars, and gluten. Foods made with wheat flour, such as bread, tend to be the first thing we cut from our meal plan when starting a new diet. Fortunately, for those of you looking for a healthier alternative to wheat flour, there are some other options available. For example, did you know that it's possible to buy flour made from coconuts? Well, it's true. And today on Bestie, we're going to take a closer look at some of the reasons why you may want to incorporate coconut flour into your daily diet. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell in order to stay up to date on all of our Besties' daily video and content. Number 1. Vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients. To begin, let's take a look at the nutritional info for coconut flour to see what beneficial nutrients can be found within. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, 1/4 cup of coconut flour contains 120 calories, 18 grams of carbohydrates, 6 grams of sugar, and 4 grams of fat. Additionally, the same serving size of coconut flour also contains 6 whole grams of protein and a whopping 10 grams of dietary fiber, as well as about 20% of your recommended daily intake of the mineral iron. If that wasn't enough, coconut flour also contains a rich abundance of a specific type of healthy fat known as medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs if you struggle with the pronunciation as much as we do. According to registered dietitians such as Alina Petra of Healthline, MCTs are commonly associated with a number of positive health benefits, ranging from weight loss to protection against bacteria and viruses. MCTs are also known to improve brain health and lessen the risk of heart disease. The high fiber content of coconut flour also means that it can be a useful tool in managing your body's blood sugar levels, preventing sudden spikes in blood sugar, and reducing the risk of decreasing your body's insulin sensitivity, which can lead to complications such as diabetes. The 10 grams of fiber found within a 1/4 cup serving of coconut flour represents about 40% of your recommended daily fiber intake. According to the Journal of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, a small portion of fiber found within coconut flour is also soluble fiber, a specialized type of fiber which forms a gel during digestion. This gel formed by soluble fiber is especially effective at preventing spikes in blood sugar by drastically slowing and regulating the speed at which sugar enters your body's bloodstream. These soluble fibers are also fermentable and provide a source of fuel for the beneficial bacteria colonies within your gut as well. As for the rest of the coconut flour's fiber content, this insoluble fiber is also useful due to its ability to aid with the digestion process, allowing food to pass more smoothly through your system and reducing the chance and symptoms of constipation. Number 2. Possible weight loss benefits. In addition to its apparent abundance and nutritional value, coconut flour may also have properties which can assist anyone currently focused on reaching their weight loss goals. The high fiber and protein content of coconut flour means that eating even a modest amount will leave you feeling full and sated, reducing your overall appetite and making you less likely to overindulge and begin piling on any unnecessary calories. Also, remember those MCTs we mentioned earlier? While MCTs are technically a type of fat, they're typically not stored in your body as fat cells the way you might expect. Instead, the Journal of the American Oil Chemists Society notes that MCTs travel directly to your liver, where they aid your body directly by producing energy. MCTs also play a role in reducing appetite, but only to a minor extent. And it's also worth mentioning that the weight loss benefits of MCTs usually require a much larger concentration of these fats than you'd normally obtain from a regular serving of coconut flour. Even so, every bit helps, am I right? Number 3. Gluten-free. Even if you're not specifically geared towards shedding some extra pounds or working towards a healthier lifestyle, one potential reason you might be avoiding traditional wheat-based flour is because you have an allergy or sensitivity to gluten. If that's the case, then you're in luck. Unlike traditional flour made from wheat, coconut flour contains no gluten whatsoever, making it the perfect substitute for people with gluten sensitivities or other dietary restrictions that prevent them from eating regular flour, such as wheat allergy or celiac disease. In addition to being completely gluten-free, coconut flour is completely grain-free as well, making it ideal for people who commit to specific diets or meal plans that enforce a restriction on the consumption of grain-based foods. For example, one popular mode of eating is the paleo diet, which excludes any types of food that normally wouldn't be consumed by our ancestors during the Paleolithic era, including grains. While I'm pretty sure our earliest Homo sapien ancestors didn't have access to flour or made flour from coconuts either, the fact that it's made from a fruit instead of processed grains means it gets a pass. Just like regular flour, coconut flour can be used as a key ingredient in baking a variety of different foods, from bread and pancakes to more dessert-oriented baked goods such as cakes, cookies, muffins, and so on. Of course, the different composition of coconut flour means that you can't necessarily prepare it the same way you would regular flour during the baking process. In particular, coconut flour absorbs more liquid than wheat-based flour, meaning that it's recommended that you change your measurements accordingly when substituting coconut flour in a recipe. According to Healthline, a good rule of thumb is to use a 1/4 cup of coconut flour for every full-size cup of regular flour that you would use in a recipe, as well as increase the recipe's liquid content by a 1/4 cup as well. In the end, however, this may require some trial and error, though the results are well worth the effort for anyone who wants to eat healthy without giving up their love for baked goods. Did you find this video helpful or informative? As a follow-up question, is there anyone currently watching this video who already has experience baking with coconut flour as a substitute for regular wheat flour? How did the transition affect your baking ability, and did you notice any potential changes in the taste or texture? Finally, for those of you who bake regularly with coconut flour, do you have any specific recipes you'd like to share or recommend to the rest of our viewers? As always, we're eager to hear your experiences and feedback, so don't be shy. Scroll down and leave your thoughts in the comment section below and help us keep the conversation going. Enjoyed this video? Hit the like button and share with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.